Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday, March 25th, 2026, everybody. This is Gen X Speaks. Tonight, I just wanted to, this is just a kind of a letting it all out video, um, kind of a symptomatic response to the United States right now. And long story short, I'm on vacation in Florida, uh, a place that I've come to semi frequently, without going into any details, in South Florida, on the West Coast. Anyway, um, it's disturbing to some extent to see kind of what's happened in America. Now, listen, to people in the United States who may not know, and people around the world who may not understand this about Florida, Florida's always been kind of, in some ways, parts of Florida have always been kind of an exclusive club type place. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean white. Um, where I am, this side of Florida is still predominantly white. The people that come here are predominantly white. The West Coast, the way this kind of works in Florida is the West Coast of Florida sees people from the Midwest for the most part come here. Although I have seen a lot of Massachusetts plates recently, in New Jersey, things like that. Typically speaking, the East Coast of Florida has seen people from the East Coast of the United States and um, Quebec. So pretty much everyone from Quebec down the coast, they'll come vacation on the East Coast of Florida typically, and people in Ontario and the Midwest, of the United States end up coming to the West Coast on average. In recent years, in the Trump years, first first presidency and to now, um, things are a lot more, I don't know, weird, for lack of a better word, down here. And I'll give you an example of that. First of all, the local 7-Eleven has a big bin where they're selling "Make America Great Again" hats. Um, Someone I know in this community, today I saw at the pool, was I had my Gulf of Mexico T-shirt on, so it's specifically a stick it to you type against the Gulf of America thing now, and I have the balls to wear it here in Florida because I'm just that kind of a person. Um, it's the Gulf of Mexico, and look, if you have a Gulf of America shirt or whatever, you keep it because it's going to be a keepsake. As soon as this asshole's out of office, it's going back to the Gulf of Mexico. You should have no illusions of that. Um, but the fact of the matter is, there are apparently the guy that I'm talking about came up to me and said, "Oh, you need to get rid of that shirt. It's the Gulf of America now. Where they're selling it at the local restaurants or whatever. They're selling like their T-shirts with Gulf of America on it or whatever." And I was like, "You gotta be," and I'm thinking, "You gotta be fucking kidding." And the fact is, I knew this person was a Republican. I didn't actually think that he still believed in Trump, but apparently a lot of people down here still do. And which, it's Florida, of course. Of course, all these people are transplanted from somewhere else. Um, but it's weird. It's genuinely fucking weird. Look, you all know better than this. It's been the Gulf of Mexico, for, I don't know, hundreds of years. Okay. Um, just because some bloated, fat wannabe president thinks is going to call the Gulf of America doesn't make it so. Um, and I know it's kind of a stupid thing to get out of sorts about, but it puts you out of sorts. The plane ride down here from Ohio, which is where unfortunately I live, um, was all white. Like everyone on that plane, I realized at one point that everyone on that plane, all the passengers on that plane were straight up white. Straight up white. The only people who weren't were the people working the flight attendants. And it was weird. It gave me a man in the high tower moment where I was thinking, have I fallen into some kind of alternate universe where the Nazis actually won and I'm living in Nazi occupied America? It was bizarre. And of course, almost everyone at the airport, same thing. And it also makes me think, are people of color just not traveling that much right now by air? And the answer is probably not in this country. And that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Particularly since the day we came down here was the day they put ICE in the airports. I wish I could stress to people around the world that we are living in or are beginning to be living in an occupied nation. The United States is not. It's definitely questionable. It's definitely at the very least questionable for people of color or people who don't, like myself, really believe in what they're doing right now. Um, and I could offer that it's probably dangerous for some people of color and persuasion. Um, it's really weird to be in this situation. And the hell of it is, Florida's a great place to come to. It's a great place to vacation. There's beach. All the beaches in Florida are beautiful. It's a different place. It's very full of vegetation, very full of wildlife. The weather's beautiful. Um, you know, it's the people. People are fucking crazy, man. Uh, and obviously, this does not go to say that all Floridians are this way or that everyone down here thinks like this. It's not that. And unfortunately, the fact of the matter is, I'm vacationing in an area where very wealthy people live. Uh, and very wealthy people. And here's the thing I want to point out about this is that, I don't have a problem with people being Republicans. I'm not a Republican. I've never been a Republican, but I don't have a problem with you being a Republican. Okay. It's that you still support this guy. You still support DJT. At this point in time, I can't get behind that, man. Anyway, it's just my commentary for this evening. Um, it's weird. It's fucking weird. I haven't been down here in a year, a little over a year actually, and it's even weirder than it was. So, still beautiful, very weird. Y'all have a good night.